Don't you like when I get the wrong sound effect and so then you start off with a instead of the intro music that's supposed to happen? Because I do. And maybe at some point I will actually test the microphone before like I start using it. Anyway, hey y'all, welcome. Today I figured I would hopefully do something a bit fun here. And we are going to be doing a little bit more of the back end work like I was doing last time. So like last time I was, oh, that sounds better. I'm still a little bit like echoey, I think. Why? Sorry, 1 second here. Start. I hate YouTube. Go. Like YouTube is like the worst for you for live streaming stuff. Cool. That's enough. I just want to get the chat out. Like, why? Like, I don't understand why I have to go and edit the stream first. Save. There we go. And pop out the chat. Awesome. And we'll pause. And then I'll pay attention again. All right, there. We should be golden now. Okay, so I figured today we're going to do something like continuing on this back-end journey that I have for building this like this app that I'm working on. So I'm working on doing an app. It is going to be, it's like an auto tracker app, like auto assist or something like that. Like if you're familiar with like that app from like the iOS world, like I'm going to do that, but you know, iOS, I'm going to make it my own. A lot of it was going to be native. At first, it was going to be a lot of native, like iOS things. Like I really wanted to do CloudKit, stuff like that. But then I thought, hey, I could expand out a little bit, start turning some wheels in the other direction. Haha, pun intended. Wheels. The app's going to be called My Wheels. Haha. I'm the only one that will understand. and that is a-okay. Anyway, so I was gonna do that and work on that kind of stuff, but then, so like, yes, that is where I'm going. I'm going to go that way to where we're working with that. And then also on top of it though, I'm gonna be adding in, I want to make like a website of things to kind of broaden it out. That way, I mean, I know not everyone wants to do everything on the phone or on the iPad, so like might as well give an iOS. I mean, might as well give like a web dashboard at the same time. It should be relatively quick, but either way, I needed to get out of CloudKit. Like there was no way I could keep staying in CloudKit and keep everything happy, hunky-dory, all that stuff. So what I figured I'd do is build my backend, but I want to keep it more Swift. That way the only time I have to switch out of Swift is when I'm actually dealing with like the website of things. So I was thinking of doing the backend with Vapor, this Swift library that lets me actually, start working with inside Swift and building the backend like in Swift itself. So it'll be hosted inside a Linode probably, because I've heard really good things. I know lots of apps are hosted on Linode. Sorry, the dog has just decided it is time to roll and it is time to roar. So that is what happened. So anyway, so I figured that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into getting Vapor installed on this computer here in front of me, getting it running, get like a basic server going, and then we'll keep going from there. So last time we played with Docker. That was fun. I got it installed. I think I got it working necessarily. I then did it on my laptop as well, which was great. I know I probably should figure out how to get the database actually in Docker next, but we're going to jump gears here, get the backend going. And then the backend's going to communicate with a Postgres database. And the kind of tip I got from some people at my old job was you keep everything Dockerized and you have your different containers. So there's going to be one container that's the database, a container that is the backend itself, so that Vapor server I was talking about. And then I'll have a container that is the React part, the web part, once we get that going. And then I guess I could have a container for iOS, for the iOS and iPadOS app, probably macOS app. It'd be really cool to just build it all out. But right now I'm just going to focus on getting the iOS app done. I'm going to focus on getting the iOS app done. I'm funny. I'm not going to, obviously I'm not focusing on getting the iOS app done at all right now. One thing I wanted to do was turn on in the Discord streaming mode, which I didn't do. Anyway, so there's that. I need to do that as well. But yeah, I just thought that would be a good thing. Speaking of which, you all should totally, right before I jump in here, if you're interested in seeing what I'm doing and what's going on next, then please come join the Discord. I talk about it a lot there. We have a really neat, nifty group there that we just really like to talk about this kind of stuff. So like I said, I'm going to hop in and try to get that Vapor stuff going. And we'll see how this goes. So let's swap real quick and... Oh, no, come back. I'm here. Haha, there we go. All right, so let's... Sorry, at some point we'll have all the windows arranged exactly how I want, and I thought I had them, but alas, I did not, I guess. So here we're gonna get a vapor.codes. This is gonna be what I use for a lot of this stuff. Is it easier? So it easier Swift UI than UIKit? I'm thinking what I have to learn first. So I guess, so that's actually a really good question, Francisco. So that's actually going to be like, what are you looking at trying to do? I would say more so. So if you're just trying to learn this for fun and trying to get yourself in it, I think Swift UI is probably the quickest way to get up and going, to be honest. You can get really quick, really fast with Swift UI. And if you're starting to learn, I really need to have this on like a hotkey to put in. But if you're starting to learn, either way, I would say hackingwithswift.com is going to be your friend. And then if you go to learn, we're going to make this a bit bigger here. I need to just make it bigger anyway. Boom. All right, so hackingwithswift.com is your friend. You're going to go to learn, and then either one, 100 Days of Swift or your 100 Days of Swift UI, that's going to be the next thing that you want to do. I started learning with UIKit, but I really like Swift UI a lot more. It just made a lot more sense. I think it's a little bit easier to wrap your head around. So I would definitely suggest probably going with the Swift UI route. You start learning more of that. You might lose a little bit, I should say, if you go the Swift UI route, just a little bit of that background knowledge. But once you have your head around Swift, you could always go back and learn UIKit. If you're trying to join an existing, why I said it depends earlier is because if you're trying to join like an existing, like job placement, someone that has like old code, then it's probably going to be, you're probably going to run into the fact that they're probably in UIKit, because Swift UI requires iOS 13 or newer. I was willing to make that decision on my own for my own app. So I just said, Swift UI is the way to go. It made a lot more sense to build things out in that way, just because like the way you can declare Swift UI, let's see if I can get in here real quick and see where it goes. It just seems a lot cleaner to get like the arrangements going. Oh, that was not the right one. And vapor.codes is not happy. Here we go. Oh, didn't they change all this? Maybe? Alright, so like just to declare like a picker here, like, so a picker being like the little gray thing that you have on your phone that you can choose like all the tabs on, like that's literally all it takes, and there's no extra code to it. So I really like Swift UI. I think it's a way to go here. Yeah, of course, no problem. We're not really gonna be doing, I'm not really gonna be doing any of that today, like the oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. I'm not really going to be doing any of the like UI stuff today. I'm actually going to be working on Swift on the server, so it's going to be a little bit different. I'm still using the Swift language, just not like I just won't be using it for like UI and the iOS app specifically. I'd be running it for the backend itself, which is a little bit different. So let's Swift Vapor. There it is. See, I went to vapor.codes earlier and it just spun forever. Like the entire time I was talking, basically. Cool. Swift, but on a server. So like, again, like I said, there's really no reason for me to choose. Oh, there we go. There's really no reason for me to choose Vapor. I think there's another Swift server side. There's another, so there's a couple different server-side Swift things to use that you could use, server-side Swift packages. Perfect.org is one of them. Let's see, this one's from 2020. It probably has a couple in here. Swift.io is a library that way you can use, get things back together. Vapor and Feather are the most popular, apparently. Oh, I should probably look at that. Let's see. And then I just never used Feather. I actually hadn't heard of Feather until now. If you're looking for an open source, oh, it's a CMS based on Vapor, which is nifty. All right, well, we're going to use Vapor. I know Perfect was another option. I haven't heard of it before. I've heard of Vapor before, so I just figured it'd be the one to hop into. So let's do it. So let's get started and go into the docs. I'm going to probably need install. Mac OS. I have 11.4 or greater. Let's open that terminal. I do not care about tips and tricks right now. All right, so here we're gonna check the version first. Well, I'm for sure using Swift 5.4.2, which makes sense. Class, AM, support, URL, connection delegate is implemented in both. Oh, that makes sense, I feel like. Oh, that looks like no bueno. Let's go actually Google what's going on there. So Gbang just lets me look it up in Google. Swift macOS. I'm sure there aren't. Because that's really odd. Like, there should always be a... failed to launch macOS. Oh, I wonder if it's because I have a beta version of macOS. One, I have beta version of macOS, which probably isn't good. Two... let's go make sure I don't have a beta version downloaded still. I thought I got rid of it, but I might not have. No, I don't. Okay. Is there anything in my trash waiting to be... yeah, okay. Well, we'll delete it. We'll empty it out. That's fine. Let's do... let's try the other terminal real quick. The Swift REPL from Xcode to 0.3 should work. Okay. I followed the procedure on swift.org. Let's Xcode-select. No command given for Xcode? Really? Well, especially when I spell it wrong, that does not help. Oh, I wonder if Xcode got an update recently and I just haven't opened it up. Xcode-select no command. DuckDuckGo is really good for like general things to search, but not anything else. But I do have Xcode installed, so what's the dealio, Fazilio? Let's just get the command line tools. Xcode 12. I'm sure I'm in 12.5.1, right? Yeah. All right, well, that's gonna download, so that's fun. I don't know why that wasn't... I wonder, because I did delete the old how to install Xcode command line tools. Okay, so, but I don't even have the option for Xcode -select. Xcode -select. Oh, I do. Okay. See, but it's like invalid argument and like, oh, y'all, dashes matter. Install, agree. We can cancel this now. I'm just gonna go find that software. It's basically exactly what I was doing before. No, yeah, install tonight. So this is what happens when I'm not on my computer. I've been working on my work laptop lately because, well, that makes sense. I've been working. So that's been a fun-ish. Actually, it's been really fun. It's been a good time. But yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep going through here. And eventually, I will probably have Xcode. Well, it's installing. As long as I don't have to restart my computer, I should be good. If I have to restart, then I'm probably not going to do the stream today. But I figured I'd try. It's not taking that long. What is my speed? Speedtest.net. Spectrum's right. We're going to get a Fort Worth. Okay. Let's see. So I'm from Austin, Texas. So that totally... Fort Worth totally makes sense. All right. And... that's not too bad for down. Oh, it's going to take 6 minutes now. Awesome. I'm so glad it's going to take that time. And it's going to be about 12-ish probably as up. Not terrible. Actually, it's even going higher. All right. That is great. I am super happy with that. So recently I moved into an apartment. I used to have like fiber, like Google Fiber, which was great for like internet and stuff like that. And then, well, I had to move, and that's what happened. And I mean, we know what a VAR looks like when it's moving, so I don't need to share my screen right now. But yeah, so like I moved from a place that has that had Google Fiber, and it just has I'm in an apartment with whatever Spectrum gives in the apartment. So I'm just really curious. I'm always curious like what my internet speeds actually are for that. But yeah, so we're just gonna wait while this installs. I don't know. Again, I thought I had it, so maybe I just didn't. I'm really confused why it just didn't say. Install requested. Okay, so it should be installing. Yes, it's going. I'm gonna see what version I'm running. It says I'm running 2389. I don't actually know what version that is. I still don't understand why I can't enter the REPL for Swift. Okay, well, anyway, I can chit chat for like 2 minutes. I can figure out how to be a person that streams and talks to people. Anyway, so I moved to an apartment complex, which has been great. It's been actually really nice to be back in an apartment where I don't have to deal with like yard work and stuff like that. And it's also been like a little bit of a pain, like noise wise, it has been a little bit of a pain. Just like there's always noises coming from above. So we're on the first floor. So there's 3 floors. We're on the first floor, and there's always noise coming from above us. And like yesterday, literally, it was like someone was sawing wood right above us, which was not fun. But yeah. But other than that, it's been nice. The dogs, I think, enjoy it. They've had a good time being able to walk to the park. Like, we go to the dog park twice a day, basically. Just because one of the dogs won't go to the bathroom if they're on a leash, not at the dog park. I don't know why. But that's the case. You know, I really don't know if I need to install these. It's already gone a minute and a half. Oh well, we'll just wait and see what happens. But yeah, so that's been a fun time. So let's talk through this app a little bit. So I need Vapor. Vapor is going to be the backend. It's going to be what communicates between the app or the website, whatever you want to say. It's going to be what communicates. So the app talks to Vapor via API calls. So the app can make an actual like API call from the phone to Vapor. The Vapor server then, if it needs to log anything or get anything from the database, it'll do that. So it's basically kind of like a triangle is what we're gonna do here. It'll be an interesting time. We're almost done. It's almost done being here, and I can stop like trying to go for time. I thought I got it. Where'd it go? Nope. Can you please go one more? I'm sorry I'm not very entertaining right now. I'm just waiting for things to install. I was not prepared to wait for things to install. I was prepared for stuff to be ready to go. All right, so while that's going, we'll just do this real quick. Oh, this isn't what I wanted, but that's fine. This is interesting. Oh, so no. I have no idea how this app works. I downloaded it because I was like, oh, that seems interesting. But, so we have a node. Nope, I don't need a component. Oh, okay, flowchart. Ah, and here's flowchart. Awesome. So we have this database. And that is going to be, so this is going to be what actually holds all the data for the app itself. It has 2 seconds. I'm literally waiting for it to finish. Then we get to flow. Maybe. Oh, I have to have something there. Okay, well, that's cool. Is there a server? No, there's not. Why would there be? Sure, we'll call it a process. That's fine. Hey, chill. The dog gets very excited at this time of night because it is, what time is it? It is time for trash to come by at the apartment. That's also another thing that's really nice is the apartment has valet trash. All right, so this is not a server. This is going to be the Vapor backend, basically. Oh, that's like a little note. That's cool. And we'll go from flow. Oh, do I want it to go that way? No, I'd go the other way. So it's gonna go from the backend to the database. So backend communicates to database. That's fine. Don't listen to me. I didn't say anything important anyway. Cool. And then this is going to be actually another process. I guess we'll just put it in here. App. We'll say add a flow. And actually it'll flow back to it also because we'll send data both ways. Vapor to app. There we go. Great, software was installed. So I wonder if that made anything better. I'm just not even going to save that because I got to figure out how to work that better. All right, let's do terminal again. All right, so we have 542 Swiftling. Awesome. Oh, I think I need to run this with Rosetta. I'm almost positive. I just want to make sure I'm not going to be... Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. It just needs to require 4.2. Okay, well, let's just keep going. So I'm on an M1 Mac Mini, so that might cause issues. We're going to find out. Not only am I on an M1 Mac Mini that might cause issues, I'm also on a beta on Monterey because I can't wait for anything. But brew install Vapor. So we're going to install Vapor here. Yeah, okay. It's gonna update and install some more software because this was fun the first time we watched this happen, so why not do it now? Fun. Fun, fun, fun times, you know? But while we're waiting for this to happen, you should totally go join the Discord. There's the link right here. Or, not only that, you could also type in !Discord in the chat and come join it. Come chit chat about all the wonderful things. All right, looks like we have this here. So now if I do Vapor help, we have Vapor commands. Sweet. All right, so let's create our first app. And you know what? I don't want to start with Hello World because I am difficult. So let's change our directory to developer. CD. I don't have a My Wheels, do I? Does not look like it. I do. Auto tracker dash all. What is here? That should work enough. Oh. What? Oh, did that really? Oh, okay, hold on. A light went out. That is exactly what happens when you forget to plug stuff back in. It's great. Cool. Bump that up just a tad. All right, so here we are. I think that's actually, I don't have anything in Git there, so I think that'll work. I think that's like my main, like, yeah, we have the auto tracker. Okay, great. So we'll pop it in here. That's exactly where it needs to be. So we'll do Vapor new backend. And now it's gonna make a new, it made a new Vapor template for me. So we can see here, we have all these things. It even made a Docker file for me. So I can actually use Docker how I actually wanted to, which is great. Thorgy, it's gonna be okay, buddy. I know. He's really upset that he didn't get to go bother the trash people. All right. So if we want to open Xcode, we're going to follow these instructions a bit more. Open a project. Oh, so here I can just say cd backend Vapor Xcode. Aha, we do have Xcode. It is opening. Pretty nifty. Let's go ahead and get this into a repo. Gotta get this into GitHub. Oh, that's nifty. Of course they have a template. Okay. Anyway, so in here we're gonna do repo name. My wheel server. I'm gonna make it private. It shouldn't need to connect to Jira. I don't want it to connect to Jira, but that's fine. Great. Inside Git Kraken now. We're gonna get cracking on some code. I'm sorry, I'm lame. And I like jokes like that. So let's do open developer, boom, backend. Open. First commit. Great. Billy, I am in ZDark. Update. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, well, that's fun. We'll just have a little bit of lens flare there sometimes, so, you know, that's always fun. Update message. Great. And let's add a remote here. Account. Yeah, but I want GitHub. It's not. No, I already have literally the remote to go through. Private. I don't know why I'm like, I have to do it through here. I don't. And there we go. We have a server and it is up here on my GitHub. Sweet. All right, so we are in Git. All right, so now if I hit that play button, we should see, once it stops building, I'm gonna rearrange these windows so that they're actually like decent. Should be enough. Once it stops building, we should see down there it do its thing. actually, I don't know if that's actually fine. Where is my theme? Large. There. Let's try again. Bug. Attached to process. That gets said. Run. Or if run is still running, you can attach it. But it's not running. That's the issue. Because we should be able to go to localhost something. Localhost 8080. But it is upset. Out life. Let's try that. It might not have been built for ARM, so we're gonna try something. Try it. I never know if it's gonna work, so we're just gonna try things. I mean, the worst that happens is that nothing happens. The best that happens is that something happens. Oh, hey, I have a little bit of light. It's really gross light, but it's better than nothing. I mean, again, this might not work. I don't know. I've been having issues with Xcode lately, so... Oh, it's running. So now... I don't need that there. And it's running, but there's nothing here. Oh, server starting. It works. We have a... Can't see that it works. There we go. It works. We can see that it works. Which is great. I love being able to know that it works. So how this is working though. Sweet. Built our first app. Woohoo. Alright, so under sources, this is where all the things are. So all the routes. So basically, if we just get a route, we get it works. And then if I go into here and I put /hello, it should say hello world. There we go. All right, so it's running, which is great. That's exactly what I needed. I've been going for a little bit of time. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick. I gotta stand up, try to hit a little bit of my move goal. So I will BRB and we're gonna continue writing a little bit of the back end side more. But I'll be right back first. All right, and I'm back. So welcome back, y'all. I got the light back working, which is great. We have some lights back there, and also I ended up being able to get rid of that lens flare, which is always nice. I think I'm gonna end up changing that color in the back, but we'll have to see later. Dogs are always in the way. All right. So let's go through a little bit on how Vapor works. Stop, both of y'all, stop it, cut it out. Sorry, they're over here like licking each other, and it's really just gross a part of the time. So my bad. All right, so let's see. The public is files that are served by the app, which I don't need. Like images, style sheets, browser scripts. Oh, interesting. Okay, I don't need that right now. Controllers are a great way to group application logic. Migrations, models. The dogs are just dogs. They're a mess. Main.swift configures app tests. Okay, so I haven't really played with it, which is fine. So if I want to get routing going, which to be honest, I might just be getting ahead of myself. Like, I mean, I feel like getting Vapor in is what I needed. I don't know if there's anything on the back end I really need to configure right now. I need to get Postgres actually inside my Docker container and then this configured with Postgres. At some point in time in life. Let's see what logging does. Swift log. This means it's compatible with all the backend implementations. I don't know what that means. Oh, that means it can log things for me. Dobby. For real, dude. Stop. Sorry. Every time. I don't know why. Every single time. He is there and he's licking. Okay, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with routing. All right, so routing. That's what I need first. Hello, Vapor. So then this would be, and host is going to be the vapor.code. So that's going to be the URL that I need to get it from. Path, right after the HTTP method is the request URI. This consists of a slash and then an optional query string at the question mark. So let's do app.get API. We're going to do a in return test. So now if I rerun this, over here, it hasn't finished yet. That's why I gotta let things finish. If I don't let things finish, it's not gonna work. Totally makes sense. Oh, address already in use. But stop. Ah, I see. Stop. All right, so everything stopped. Oh. I think by default it's always logging, which is nifty. All right, so it takes forever for it to build and run. That's what I'm gathering. But here we are. Test. We have test. Sweet. I'm gonna give myself claps whenever I get claps. All right. result in the HTTP response. So now I could do parameters. So if I do here name, so let's do sure. Let name equals dot parameters dot get. Okay, so basically, if I do API slash any string, we're gonna just call it name here, but it can be any string I want it. Let's get stored as a name in this name constant, and then I could just return the name. And again, name is any string, so Thorgy. Stop. Run it again. Run, run, run again. Run, run, run again. Oh, now it can't be reached at all because it's not running. Woo! How fun. I realize I have this whole like section. There we go. And it's running again, running again, running again. All right, and we have Thorgy, so it's able to get that from there. So what happens if I do a question mark though? Age. So we get Thorgy, but it also like, okay. Print. Rec. There we go. Cancel. Stop. Run it again. Run, run, run it again. Run, run, run it again. Aren't I great, y'all? All right, it's running. Oh, I spelled get wrong. My bad. All right, warning, no custom directory set for this scheme. Okay, I don't really care, that's fine. So let's see what's printed. So we have document. All right, so this is everything that's inside the request, whatever the rec is here. So that is the keep alive connection, user agent, we accept what we accept. Well, that really didn't do anything. Tell me what to do with it. That's fine. We're just working through things. Oops. Oh, so I wonder if I do rec.parameters, because, well, that didn't... Running again, and it's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. We are gonna find out. I mean, that's really, it either works or it doesn't work. There really is nothing else to it. Cool. So here are parameters. We have an name is Thorgy. And that is it. Okay. That makes sense. So let's keep going. Let's see what there is. Routes. Route handlers. Response encodable. That includes content. That's fine. There is an on function that accepts HTTP per method as input. So app.on just responds to options. I don't know what that means. I can pretend to know what that means, but I don't. Okay, so this right here is dynamic. So let's just go ahead and copy paste. Return calling AP should return the main API help screen at some point, like the docs, that's what it's called, documentation. Haha. Do they have anything? Probably not. Oh, hey, CJ. Welcome. Hi. Welcome. You missed it. I've already yelled at Dobby. I've already yelled at Thorgy. Thorgy's already talked. You've missed it all. So this is dynamic because of the boom. Returns documentation page. There we go. Dobby. I guess you didn't actually miss me talking to Dobby because I just yelled at him. Your uncle CJ says hi. Dobby. Stop it. Okay, so Dobby he's great. He's a cute little dog. But unfortunately, he is a mess and will always just lick everything consistently. Like, he doesn't stop licking. And so he is just, every time I'm like, Dobby, stop. It's because he's literally just over there licking everything. I don't know if I can do it. We'll find out. It is. Aha. There's Dobby. There's Dobby, and he just licks that bed maniacally. Just over and over and over and over again. I'm sure you do, CJ. They miss you too, a lot. They really do. And here's Thorgy. In the little butt that he is. The butthole. They're both buttholes. But, yeah. And they lick, and they lick, and they lick, and they just don't stop. I don't know why, but they don't. But yes, that is what they do. That is how they do. All right. Parameters. Supports casting the parameters. Oh, that's nifty. So we could cast an int if we needed to, which is great. I will probably need to pay attention to this at some point. So basically, like, what routes do I actually need would be a good time to talk about this. One sec. Let's hop here. Obsidian, open. Oh, goodness. Actually, do I need Obsidian? Let's go to Notion. I still don't know what Notion's going to open, so I'm still going to keep it on my face. Y'all can look at my face for a little bit of time. I know it's awful. No, I'm kidding. Auto tracker. There we are. Boom. All right. So I'm in database info. So what I'm kind of like going to store where here. So basically I have a user, I have a vehicle, and then I'll have an energy fill up. So like gas record, that kind of stuff. Used for gas, and like fuel. Like if you have an electric car and you plug it in, like that kind of thing. Then we also have the user, so user that's logged in. I'm gonna use Firebase to actually authenticate the users. It's just easy at that point. Bagel information. You know, it's always good to have extra documentation. Maintenance record. The whole reason I'm doing this. How do we keep track of what cars? Oil changes, repairs, maintenance, etc. And I cannot spell maintenance. There we go. And of course, I have more info that goes in them, and you can see all of that on my GitHub, on my actual GitHub. Anyway, let's do API routes. So pop this over here. Database info. Nope. Data. Aha. All right. So we're gonna do so all API calls begin with /API. I feel like that makes a lot of sense there. No, go away. Just because the /API, we can /API / whatever we need at that point. Let's pull up. All right, so it's what are the HTTP methods and how do we use them? Aha. All right. We have get, post, put, patch, and delete. Oh, and that tells me exactly where they're read, create, replace, update, delete. We're just gonna have these here for now. All right, so users are the first thing I want to talk about. And we want to say we want to get a user. So we want to grab all that user's info. So get user information. So, and I really don't want to pass, I would assume I don't want to pass the UUID back and forth in that, right? I mean, but what else am I gonna, I mean, I might as well pass the UUID. You won't have the UUID unless you log in. Like, there's gonna be no way to get that UUID unless you absolutely log in. So we'll do /API / user. Usually get these. How are they? I want to follow best practices. And like I can basically send the data that I want specifically. I don't have to send only data. I don't have to retrieve only the data I need. So we'll do info, user info. So data that is retrieved, data that is returned. We have the user ID. Well, I won't need to get the user ID. I'll already have the user ID. Name. Level. I don't need to get the maintenance records right off the bat with this info. This is purely just the info to this is just purely the info, the like what you would see on like a normal profile page. So related users though, an array of UUIDs. Created user IDs. Yeah, because in the database, it would then have to make a call. The app is going to have to make a call for each user. App will have to. Now, I'm trying to be as documenting as possible because it's gonna be useful. It will be useful. So you get user information. Info / all. I think that makes sense. We'll find out. Because we're gonna end up breaking it up because like I don't need every single user's level info here yet. Yeah, that should be all that we need. So the next one we're gonna do, I'm sure this is super entertaining watching me plan out my API routes now. Get user name. So the call is going to be /API /user /info name. So /user /info /all user. And this isn't actually info. It's going to be so the UID is going to actually be here first. Data that is returned. It's going to be just the name, which is going to be a string. And that's going to be super useful, especially whenever I call these related users, because then it can just go through and call only the name. It doesn't have to get these extra two things, which right now is okay. We'll actually do a vehicles. UIDs here, and then we'll do, I don't need a list of the maintenance records though in this one. You know, the vehicles make sense to list out, but the maintenance records tied to the vehicle, so we don't. Boom. We don't need that. Yeah. That should be all I need to be able to grab from. So that's get. We also need to create. So I'm going to fix this real quick. Read post is create, put, replace. Catch is update. And then what's next here? Delete. Well, man, delete is like the easiest one. All right, so that's the case there. I can because they were annoying me. All right, so we need to create a user. Oh, what do you need my help for? CJ, what do you need my help for? Or do you need to like nope, I'm done with that. You are a butt. I can give you the on-call number. The on-call number will be definitely able to help you. But you are a butt. Which one is it? Ah, I'm killing the mood. You are a... I'm kidding. I didn't actually say anything though. It's fine. It's okay. Ha 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 ha. Being funny. Ugh, man, I am so glad I don't have to do those anymore. It just makes my life way easier. It really, really does. Create a user. So this is gonna be a put method. So let's see. Method get. Retrieve all user info. Retrieve username. So we're going to create a user. And there were actually some things I added in here. Why are they not here? Did I not add them in here? I might not have. Man, CJ, you got me all excited. I thought I was actually going to help you with some kind of like tech issue, but I guess not. So date created. Date. Date last logged in. Date. It's alright. It's fine. I mean, I do like solving tech issues. You did. You did make it funny. It's totally fine. You did good. That was a good one. It was good. I don't blame you. I would have taken the opportunity also. I would have totally taken the opportunity. So the issue is now I'm kind of stuck in like this, like I need to document everything that I need phase. I can either keep doing this on stream, which I'm sure is super duper fun for everyone. Or slash UUID. Yeah, because then I get the API of the user with the UUID. Is that it? That should be it to create. I think that's all I want in there. Anyway, so I'm going to keep doing this documentation stuff because this is actually going to be what's useful for me, to be honest. That is added. So name, string. Oh, there's going to be a lot more info that comes here. So we're going to have a date. Is that it? Oh, and then, yeah. Name. Oh, no, we have a lot of info that comes in. I keep saying that and I keep forgetting what all needs to come in. Okay, so I feel like there should be another way besides I'm just going to put all these parts in here. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. There's probably not. Is there? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Path component. Anything. Catch all. See, that takes in a number. I bet the stream thing that I was like, oh, I don't need right now. Like, it's fine. I bet the stream thing is actually going to be helpful. Configure body collection strategy for individual route. Use the body parameter. I think that is exactly what I need. When registering a route using the .on method, you can specify how the request body should be handled. By default, are collected into memory before calling your handler. This is useful since it allows for request content decoding to be synchronous even though your application reads them async. Oh, that's nifty. This allows you to add to the route's user info. Oh, I could do a get, patch, and put all right there. That's nifty. But that's not what I want. Content. Hooks. How do I... All right, so so I just need to have the data there, and then I could put it into the body. So really, I could just keep it as this. Data that's added. Date. I probably need the time zone, do I? We'll just do UTC. Stored as UTC. Actually, so data that's added from API call. Name. I don't need a level. And then user ID, which is a UUID. And we're just gonna shorten this to be ID. Because I'm a loser. No, because that's just, it needs to be shorter. CJ, has your internet been better? I don't even know if you're still watching. I hope you are, but is your internet better? I hope it is. I'm sorry if it's not and I just brought it up. All right, so we have name. Yeah, because an ID should just get that. A name. Post should get the name. Great. Data that is created on the server. Date. UTC. Which date created. UTC. Date last logged in. UTC. Actually, this should be date last used. That might be a little creepy, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know. How do y'all feel about a date last used? So, you know, like you can see in the app, like you last logged on this day. I think that'll be fine. Date last used. Date created. Level right now is light, right? Those are my different levels. I think so. Oh, free. By default, free. Yeah. Great. Back. All right. Date created, date last used. UTC. Stored in UTC will convert to proper time zone based on app or website. Boom. All right. So that should create the user. That'd be a post. Get. All right, so then we also need to update login date, last use date, and then after this we could actually write some more Swift. All right, so this is a method. This can be a patch. And it's gonna, data that is updated. from API call that is updated on from the server. Date last used, which is gonna be UTC. I hope I'm even like making sense whatsoever. All right, let's go write some Swift now. Now that I have that info in there. All right, so user API, user calls. So could I, but these are in routes, so could I use separate I like the idea of having separate files, but can I? I can't. Okay, so that just logs everything. I don't even have any configures. Oh, that's nifty. Okay. So I can even test Vapor, which is great. I want to try writing at least one more. Do I have to put them in a route? Can I just do like func user routes? But then how would it know where to look? Am I overthinking? I'm probably overthinking. I wish, do they have open source examples? They might. I don't know. I just want to go. Docs. Okay, I really need to not get like. Oh, that's nifty. Okay. I'm getting to like in the weeds here. Okay, so these are sponsors. I don't really care about sponsors. I want examples. Open source projects. I think this is pretty much exactly what I need, to be honest, but sources run. Nope, sorry, wrong thing. Sources app. Router, so grouped users. Root dot. So this is func routes. So inside routes, it's gonna go to root router dot grouped any for users. So that's the routing. Route groups. So apps.group. So route groups allow you to create a set of routes with a path prefix or specific middleware. So if I was gonna do like API / users, I could create a group just for users. Yeah, that would actually be really cool. Okay. So then that allows me to just put all my users together to do that. Okay. That's what they're doing here. Inside and up. Where to begin going? User controller? A controller for routes that interact with the user's database table. So then it's router.grouped current. So it grabs in the router. And then it, I feel like I'm missing something. But this is what happens when I just jump around because I'm a loser and don't just keep reading what I need to read. All right, y'all. I think that's actually going to be it for today. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and watching me blubber through the Swift stuff. I'm going to need some time to actually like look through some examples, see like best practices. Hopefully I'm going to try to be back around the same time, same place on Thursdays as well. Tuesday, Thursday nights, I'm going to try to keep as like my streaming nights. We'll see how this goes. I tried it in the mornings. The mornings aren't working for me right now, so we're going to shift over to Thursday nights. Again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to start trying to post consistent videos again soon too. But live streaming is so far my way to talk to you guys. So that's what I'm doing. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button and we will learn things along the way. If you're watching on Twitch, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that follow button and I will catch y'all next time. Bye.